I don't know why they do that.
Cringe.
So, okay, fellas. So, on our first episode of iXc a couple of weeks ago, we talked about Lecrae coming to the defense of Lil Nas X. And so, before we wrap up tonight, we cannot end this show without addressing the fact. Let me pull it up here that Lecrae did come back out, walk his statements back a little bit after Nas X dropped his single and his visuals for his song J Christ. Lecrae said, "Hey, this dude's playing with fire, mocking Jesus," which is cool, I guess. But part of me wants to be like, "Hey, it wasn't clear that he was mocking it from the beginning. We weren't paying attention to what was being said before that."
Lecrae, you did the right thing. I'm glad that you spoke out and used your platform to set the record straight. I wish Christian Post had to use a different photo because that's the same photo they used last time they was talking about you. But other than that, I'm happy.
What do you guys think, KD, Swiss?
Yeah, I mean, I think Lecrae gets a lot of the correct. What's the term I want to use here? Admonishment from the community, but I think he's always been fair and recognizes and walks his stuff back. He's done that a lot, and I think this is the problem that we see in the media is you'll always see the first headline and never the retraction. Yeah. And I make it a point to like vocalize the retraction as much as the headline, because especially if I'm going to be if I'm going to come on a YouTube show and criticize him and then he walks it back, then I want to acknowledge the walk back, not just brush over it, because then it almost becomes, again, like I'm omitting the fact that this brother, basically admitted, all right, I shouldn't have said that. I was wrong. I was trying to give him a shot, and this dude's playing with fire. And then there's guys like us who are like, dude, we knew it the whole time. You just got bamboozled.
Can I make one small critique of this though?
Of course.
And that would be, I'm glad that he changed, that he threw it out there, like you guys are saying. I do wish we would have been able to just say, "Hey, this is messed up, this is wrong," and left it at that, and not had this like qualifier of. But even so, God can still redeem murderers and all these other things, so he can redeem. Yes, we know that. And that was even said, 2 weeks ago. It was like, hey, yes, we hope that God gets a hold of Lil Nas X, right? But whenever he is being blatantly
blasphemous,
like this, blasphemous, he's blatantly mocking the faith and seems to show no concern over it. We need to stop defending that just for the hope.
But if he had never stepped in it, then he wouldn't have to gracefully repent. And we do need to see more instances of people gracefully repenting when they step in it.
We need to,
I want to just give him credit for doing the right thing.
Whatever. I'm gonna give Lil Nas X actually a little bit more credit than Lecrae on this one. Because Lil Nas X actually posted his own apology for the song and for the video. Now, don't get me wrong, because he humanity in his apology, and he goes on this whole thing talking about he didn't mean to be offensive, blah blah blah. Because of course the video depicts him dressed like Jesus, gobbling up communion and all of this other stuff, and he apologizes for that. I didn't mean to be offensive, blah 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 blah. Whether he meant it or not, that's an apology. What was stated here in what Lecrae said, that wasn't an apology. If that was his intent, that's not what it was. And then Eric, to your point, he kind of doubled down. It was like, but like I told y'all last time, though, and what I had meant from the beginning was that God could still do this thing here. You know what I'm talking about? So again, if we could just understand. Now, remember, Lecrae's first critique really didn't have anything to do with the music. Lecrae talked about his lifestyle, which is still going to be an issue either way. So it's not give him a chance and let's see what kind of Christian era music he makes. It's why y'all tripping on his lifestyle? Because God tripping on his lifestyle. We're not saying anything that's not already written in scripture. So it's not about condemning. Sin condemns itself because the word of God condemns it. Now let's just be point blank plain in regards to that. This isn't about being nasty or going out of our way to call names or being carnal in what we think we're doing, levying judgment. It's not about that. That part is wrong. And for whoever did that, said that, or is doing it, that is incorrect. That is not how you love somebody to repentance. That's not how you draw individuals to the goodness of God. That's not how you do it. But by the same token, again, it was more of I'm going to defend how I see this situation. We got to be sober, man, and be honest and call a spade, even though we get a spade to the opportunity to change. But in that instance, I'm not just going based off of what I think, because contrary to popular opinion, to judge means to formulate an opinion based on information you do not have. Boys and girls at home, that's what judging actually is. But if I'm going based off something you said, something you've done or are doing, I'm not judging you. I'm addressing something you said or something you've done or are doing. This is how you live. And then you're adamant about saying, I'm going to make this music anyway, and I'm not going to change, but that's a problem. There's nothing there for me to defend. I don't have to say anything other than I'm praying for him, which is the same sentiment that we should all have. Now, if, again, you want to use your plugs behind, closed doors and go have a meeting with him and reach out to him, minister to him, etc. Man, be about that, because you have that opportunity that many of us will never have the opportunity to do. But outside of that, again, certain things in the way that it was commented on should not have been commented on from the beginning. But again, that's just me.
You know what?
No, you're right. You're right. Really minimizing.
Yeah, I think when you're seeing this like kind of re-education camp start happening in the world, right? Like Jordan Peterson is having to go through this re-education because he refuses to use pronouns. You see these people go through you have to go through anger management, or you have to go through this like DEI, like racial, programming if you get in trouble. Where's that for us to be like, all right, Lil Nas X, you offended our community. Now you need to come to church and actually understand why you're, you know what I mean? Like, you have to go through Christian programming, right? Like, but the world would be like, oh, y'all are just trying to brainwash people. It's like, you are doing it too. Like, that's the whole point.
Zero, 2 weeks ago, man, you got in your red book or whatever, you said, book it. Lecrae and Nas X dropping a record. You still on that?
Yeah, I don't think that the test went well. So,
yeah. He's walking it back too.
Them samples got back quick, boy.
Yeah.
So, dude, okay, so Swiss.
I was looking forward to that remix with Doja Cat too.
That's right. You did say that.